Welcome back to the Angry Man Podcast with Jason and Greg. So, Jay, I wanted us to get together quickly to talk about this particular topic. When Shakur Stevenson announced that he was retiring, of course, we didn't do any video in regards to that particular topic because, quite frankly, I thought it was a bunch of baloney. I don't think Shakur Stevenson is retiring whatsoever. I think at some point we'll see him right back in the ring. And I just felt that he was, I don't know, just frustrated for whatever reason. We know that this generation, when they get frustrated, they go to their social media accounts and vent to the people that they believe support them. And of course, there's going to be people there that don't necessarily support them. But I just chalked it up to that. And we didn't do any kind of coverage on that whatsoever because I just didn't think it was anything that was legit. Now, we heard some interesting comments from Teofimo Lopez yesterday. And, of course, we will be dropping our official fight breakdown and prediction later on today. So you guys be on the lookout for that. But yesterday, courtesy of Fight Hub, he made some very interesting comments in regards to Shakur Stevenson that made me wonder whether or not there is a rift between Shakur Stevenson and Top Rank currently. And so, Jay, I'm going to play that clip and then we'll come back and react to it. Now, this, again, is courtesy of Fight Hub, and we will play this short clip from Teofimo Lopez.
After that performance he pulled off in that stunt, Top Rank said, we're not going to pay you what you had last time. So he said, fuck this, I'm the best, and I'm going to retire with it. So I wish him nothing but success and the best. But you can't. You know, you got to take the cuts, man. This is what it takes. You know, they can only build us for so long. But then comes a point where you hit the elite level. And that elite level doesn't go like this. At that point, you got to start climbing it up this way. You know what I'm saying? Let me go a little down because it's too high for the people up there. You got me? All right, cool. So a lot of them, listen, the matchmakers in all genres of promoters and into the networks, they build the fighter with confidence. However, it's not confidence until you let your hands go in the elite level. That's when it's confidence or cockiness. What is the difference maker? You know? Prime example, Keyshawn Davis, the businessman. So for him, is it cockiness or is it confidence? We'll see Thursday night.
So we'll stop right there, Jay. And ordinarily, a lot of what Teofimo Lopez says, I disagree with. But Teo, sometimes he speaks things that, you know, I would say they make sense. When he says he's a 3-time undisputed or he's 2-time undisputed, he's not 2-time undisputed. Those are the things where he will quickly lose me. But there's been a number of different occasions here recently where I feel like Teo has said things that really make a lot of sense. And what I believe Teofimo Lopez is saying in this particular case is this, Jay, that, and we've spoken about this too in terms of promoters and matchmakers. Every organization has a matchmaker that you're matching your fighters to maximize who they are and what they can be, right? And he's talking about that process within Top Rank where they're doing the matchmaking, but then you reach a point where, okay, it's put up or shut up. Like you have to actually perform. And not to say that Shakur Stevenson is not a terrific talent, because he absolutely is. And he's in the top pound for pound fighters in the world for a reason. But $4 million that was paid to Shakur Stevenson in his last fight, and you bounce that off against his performance in that fight, he's basically saying at some point they take you here, and then you have to take yourself to the next level in terms of actually performing in the ring and leveraging what they've done so far in your career to get yourself to that next level and that next stage where you can get the big bucks. Well, I think what he's saying is that Top Rank, they've put in the work, they've put in the promotion, and now they're saying, hey, you got to get yourself to that next level. We tried. We have put you in that position to do so. And in your last fight, when you had center stage against an opponent, you didn't really look good. Now, that's just one fight, and I totally understand that. And anybody that's a Shakur Stevenson fan comes in and argue that, totally agree with you. I don't disagree. But he is basically saying that Top Rank said, no, we're not going to pay that level of money, and Shakur is now upset about it because, you know, he's not getting that opportunity anymore. I don't know, Jay. What's your thoughts on it? I just thought it was because he was looking for specific fights. I don't know if it's actually tied to specific fights in a dollar amount associated with those fights. What's your thoughts?
I said it's all the above. I'm not saying it's necessarily the money per se, you know, because Shakur has already been out in public saying that he knows when he's the B-side. So he said that about the Loma. He said that about Tank. So it's not that he want a crazy amount of money to fight Loma. He already said that. He's fine with that. Now, Bob had an interview the other day as well.
One pushback. He also said he wanted 50-50 with Devin. But go ahead.
Yeah, but he feels he's not the A side. He's not the B side with Devin, though. That's the thing. He doesn't feel that way with Devin. For whatever reason, he doesn't feel that with Devin.
Okay.
It has to be someone, you know, that's obvious like Tank, or someone he just truly respects like Loma. Why he does, I don't know why he has so much respect for Loma when Loma ducked him, but that's a whole nother video. Okay. But Bob was also on Fight Hub, and he asked him about it. He said that, you know, they're young. He just has to, you know, hopefully he'll talk to him because supposedly he said Shakur's going to be at this fight tomorrow night and everything. He's going to talk to him and everything. But he says that that's just the deal of boxing, pretty much. He wanted to fight with Navarrete, but Navarrete was number 1 or 2 in the WBO, so he's fighting the number 1 and number 2 in that instead of him. And he said, with Loma, they had a better deal with Loma versus Cambosos. So they took that route instead of him fighting either one of them. So it's all about money in that aspect there. And yeah, Shakur's style is not necessarily fan friendly. He's not knocking people out left and right. To a boxing purist outside his last fight, everyone should love Shakur. He's the master of not getting hit while hitting his opponent. He's the master of that, you know. So I mean, I understand what Tio was saying to a certain degree, but Tio also was just talking shit about Top Rank just 1 or 2 fights ago. Prior to the Josh Taylor fight, he was talking about he's out of there. He didn't trust Top Rank. Whoop. Now, so he's switching it up now because he had a phenomenal performance against Josh Taylor, and now so he feels he's back on top of everything. He's hot and cold. I mean, he does have some truth to what he's saying, that, you know, pretty much you gotta get paid what you're worth. You gotta earn your keep. And Shakur has to have another fight to really get out there. But on Shakur's part, he deserved a fight with Aloma. He deserved a fight with Navarrete for a vacant belt too, and that's what you go with, the WBO, what Bob orders. Come on, man, that was trash right there. You know, I don't think Shakur is really outpricing himself with the other fighters. Now with Devin, I think that's some bullshit that he pulled on Devin in that regard there, because if he's so good on hounding himself, he should better himself to fight Devin for that split, whatever that split was. You know, he wanted to go to another route and make it a 50-50. Try to make it a 50-50 which it shouldn't have been. Devin should have been the A side. He's undisputed. He's done a lot more than Shakur has, especially at 135. So that would have made more sense. Better himself, whip his ass, then he called all the shots. That's what Devin did. That's what Shakur should have done. T.O., he's right in some parts. Other parts, to your point, I don't listen to him. He just goes all over the place, and he's exhausting at times.
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying there. So you guys tell us what you think in the comment section. Is there a rift between Shakur Stevenson and Top Rank? We don't know, you know, but it's interesting comments that we've seen both from Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez. And for those of you who believe that this is gossip, then these two gentlemen must also be gossiping, because we're just reporting what they said. Think about that.
Thanks.
You guys, let us know what you think. Don't forget to hate, like, comment, and subscribe. This is the Angry Man Podcast, AM Sports Media, and we are